Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. And welcome back to the Godzilla Garage, where I exclusively talk about Godzilla and Godzilla related content. Akira Takarada. Now, that name might not hold much weight for Western audiences, but if you're a Godzilla fan, you would probably know of Takarada-sama fairly well, as he is one of the few actors that has been with us from the Godzilla franchise since day one. About 5 days ago, he celebrated his 84th birthday, and with a lot of us as of late hearing about the deaths of people from the golden age of the Godzilla franchise, it's pretty nice to talk about somebody that has contributed so much and is still around. So let's pay homage to this legendary actor whom, if I'm not mistaken, is actually one of two people that is still alive that appeared in the original Godzilla movie. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section below. So, like I said, Takarada-sama has been with us since the beginning. In fact, he actually played one of the lead roles in the original Gojira, or Godzilla King of the Monsters, as Hideto Ogata. Basically, he was a Coast Guard, the Japanese equivalent of a Coast Guard officer, and he was basically in the midst of a love triangle. And while that's his first role, I will have to say that I personally feel that that is actually his best acting performance role. And, well, that's also because given the weight of how the original Gojira was a lot more of a serious movie. And despite that, Takarada-sama has been with the franchise ever since then, and he has had multiple roles. If you want to know what my favorite role is, it's without a shadow of a doubt his role as Kazuro Fuji, where he was actually an astronaut in Invasion of Astro Monster, or how I like to call it, or I know it as Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. One of the leading astronauts that was contacted by the X-Aliens and pretty much helped devise the plot to actually defeat them when they gained control of Ghidorah, Godzilla, and Rodan. Another one of my favorite roles, despite me not really liking the movie as much, is his role as Yoshimura, as a criminal who actually ends up performing in the movie Ebra, the Heart of the Deep, or Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. And those are not the only Showa roles he was in. He was actually in, which is one of everybody's favorite Showa movies, Mothra vs. Godzilla, or Godzilla vs. Mothra 1964, where he played Ichiro Sakai, a news reporter. And, I'll have to say, while he was good there, he was just okay for me, in my opinion. Wasn't one of my favorite roles that Akira took part in, but still, nonetheless, solidified him as one of the regular occurring actors within the Godzilla franchise. After Godzilla vs. Sea Monster, Akira Takarada basically took a respite from the Godzilla franchise. He was also in a lot of other Toho movies, but like I said, Godzilla Garage, exclusively talk about Godzilla and Godzilla related content. And we didn't get to see his whereabouts until Godzilla vs. Mothra back in 1992, where he played Jujo Minamoto. And if I'm pronouncing that name, well, most of these names I'm probably butchering. But, it was great seeing him back, even though he didn't have as much screen time. It was great to see him as basically the environmental board chief operator, and meaning the lead person in the environmental board, which basically Godzilla vs. Mothra, Battle of Earth in 1992 had a huge environmental message, and it was just awesome seeing him. I remember when I first saw the movie, I was like, that guy looks familiar. That guy looks familiar. Very familiar. Someone had to point out, and it was like, oh yeah, that's Ogata-sama. And I was like, oh, it's okay. And I'm like, wow, I was surprised that he was still alive then. And he of course is still kicking, and he actually made an appearance in the Millennium era as basically the United Nations Security General in Godzilla Final Wars. Even though that's not his best role, he looked like he was having a lot of fun in that role, and he was relishing in everything that he's done. And it looks like he's real appreciative of his longevity, especially with the Godzilla franchise. Something that kind of annoyed the hell out of me, as much as I love the Americanized 2014 Godzilla movie, I heard that he actually got filmed, but his scene was cut. And I'm like, whoa! We got one of the OG Godzilla actors to appear, and Gareth Edwards cut him? Yo, talk about dick moves right there. But Gareth Edwards has stated that that was a huge mistake, and Akira Takarada, you know, he was cool with it, and he is still seen as a great Godzilla ambassador, and, you know, he's actually attending a lot of sci-fi conventions from what I'm hearing, and I hope that I get to see him at a Godzilla convention, the next one that comes out in New York. Takarada, you've been with us since the beginning. You still continue to be with us. Happy belated 84th birthday, and please, we hope you continue to actually appear in other Godzilla related movies. So, have y'all heard about Akira Takarada before? You know, if this is your first time, or if it's not, please comment below. Let me know where your favorite performance is by him in other movies besides Godzilla. You know, give me a like. Follow me on Facebook at Token Dave, or on Twitter at Token Dave 80. Subscribe and ring that bell so you know new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, the Token Black guy who's just trying to get by. I'll catch all of you later.